Did you know that you can schedule reminders for task owners in Lead Gantt, and from within Lead Gantt you can schedule them so they can be sent out on the day that you decide, or on the due date, or on the start date, whatever you decide. That's coming up. You can schedule reminders for task owners for future dates via Lead Gantt and within the interface itself. So it's very easy. Whoever you want to send the reminder to, which is basically sending the entire row to that person on a set date in future. So if I wanted to send something to them now, I can easily click on email row and that'll send that row to them instantly. But if I want to set this up for future, I need to be able to come in in column I and column J, where we've got the reminder, where we can click on the drop down and select the bell icon. Once I select the bell icon, I'll see a pop-up window, and that will ask me when that reminder needs to go. So I can say I want this to go 1 day before the start date, or I can go 3 days before the start date, or the end date. I can select any one of these, or I can actually double click on this and then select a date manually and say, look, this needs to go on a certain day. So this is 6th of November, for example. I can easily say that, okay, this, instead of 6th of November, I want the reminder to go out on the 2nd of November. So I can easily select that date here. I can also select whether to CC that entire row to the owner of the sheet, or to CC everyone the sheet is shared with. So we'll discuss collaboration features that Google Sheet already has inherently that we can use here in one of the later videos, but you can actually select CC reminders to everybody, or CC reminder to the owner. So let's click OK, and this will set the reminder for us. Once the reminder is set, you'll see that you've got the date set up. The date automatically appears here. If I don't want to send that reminder, I can select the drop down again and select the other bell icon, and that will remove the reminder, or I can simply delete that and it will do the same thing. Now let's say I set a reminder and it wasn't the right one, so I deleted it, and now I want to set up another reminder for that same person. I can click on set reminder row, and what that would mean is it will run that script and set up the bell icon for me, and the same dialog would open. What happens is that once the seat, we've got certain triggers set up in here, and once we delete that, there's no way to actually bring the trigger back. So we've got a button here. Anytime you've set it up and you've deleted it, it's actually and you want to do that again, that's the only time you would actually need it. Otherwise you don't really need it. The other, the check mark and the X mark is basically if for whatever reason, when you wanted to send the reminder, or you set the reminder and the reminder did not actually go through. The best thing is that when you set the reminder, let's say we are setting another reminder over here, I always would CC that reminder to myself, so that I know that my team's got it, and I can say 1 day before the end date, and I can click on OK. So I would know that, you know, when I get that as a CC, I know that the person in charge for the task has also got it. So that's a really cool feature. One of the things with this feature is that the only drawback with this feature is that you need to make sure that you're only logged into one account when you're setting this up. So if you've got multiple accounts over here, and you know you are logged into your business account, your personal account, or some other junk email account, you need to make sure that you're only logged into that one account for which you've signed up for Lead Gantt with. So that this is not something that we can do. It's something in Google, and there are plenty of forums out there talking about it. But it's somehow the script can't determine which account to use to send this, because this is going to be sent out at 8 o'clock in the morning on the same date the reminder is set for. So that's super easy to set up, and you can press the delete button and delete them, and this will work. Here's another thing with this. So let's say we've got let's say this section is 0. If I was to delete this, and we've got blank over here, we've got no date set up because we haven't got anything in the work days at the moment. If I try and set up the reminder now, it will not work because there are no due dates here. So it'll say error, please enter a start date for this task. So the easiest way to enter a task, a start date for it, is have at least one work day, and those dates will get calculated here automatically. And now if I set that reminder, it'll be fine, but at this stage I don't have. Let me select Amber, and I will select the bell icon again, and I'll get that dialog box again. So I can select a particular date, CC reminders to everybody, and click OK, and the reminder is set. That's all you need to do to set reminders in future for whenever the task is due or whenever you want to remind the task owner.